Hey FYS faculty, I just wanted to give you a heads up on what's going on with the rope course in week 3. The course that we chose is called the Dream Catcher, and basically it's a large circle with strings tied together in different shapes inside of the circle. And the idea is that students have to get from one side of the circle to the other, and the facilitator can put certain stipulations on how the students can get from one side to the other. Maybe they can only step through certain holes, maybe they can only go around the edge, maybe everybody has to be in before they can exit. So the whole idea is we chose this activity because it's a grit activity. One of the rules that the facilitator can put on the students is to say, okay, if somebody bumps one of the strings, the whole group has to start back over. So this is definitely an activity where students are going to be able to work on communication, and they are potentially going to get frustrated. And when we debrief after that, the facilitator will really go into the idea of grit and these stumbling blocks that your students are going to experience throughout their college life and beyond. And so this is why we chose this activity. Not only that, we have this course designed in Poplarville, but it's also something that we can set up very easily for Forest County and Hancock. So I will be alerting you of where these activities will be happening for the Forest County Center and in Hancock. As for Poplarville, your students will need to meet in front of the Wellness Center at your designated class time. You may be wondering that this could take a long period of time. Another benefit to the ropes course is that the facilitator can place any amount of time on this activity that they wish. So for a 50-minute course, maybe it takes us 10 minutes to get out there, a couple minutes to set up the scenario, and then only give them maybe 7 minutes to do the activity. And that's just all part of it. That's a great benefit to this activity. So this activity will accomplish the idea of grit. It'll start that conversation with your students and also kind of help them work through some conflict resolution potentially and communication. Another thing that you might be concerned about are any potential physical handicaps your students may have. In the event that you have a student with a physical handicap, the facilitator can address that. For example, if you have a student in a wheelchair, the facilitator can make the student in the wheelchair the facilitator for this activity. And no one else can talk, but the facilitator, or your student in the wheelchair, will be the one directing the students during that event. So if you know that you have a student with some kind of physical disability, please let us know ahead of time so we can plan for that scenario. But the really great thing about this Dream Catcher exercise is that there are many different options for time. There are options for students who have physical handicap, and we really think that it's going to drive home that idea of grit to your students. So I hope you enjoyed this short video, and I hope you're happy you didn't have to read a long email about it. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Again, please let us know if you have students that have a physical disability that we need to address.